guys again so much for tuning in to Drake's Place. Don't forget to hit that subscription button, hit that notification, share it, and give us a call if you like at 707-501-9064. Or you can email with show topics, suggestions, anything you want at DrakeEntertainment at yahoo.com. Again, don't forget to hit that subscription button and that notification button and make comments if you like. And again, you always can email us at DrakeEntertainment at yahoo.com for show topics, suggestions, questions, whatever it is. We're not going to be long. I always say that. Again, I thank you guys for just tuning in, and I appreciate the emails. So today is something different. I'm not an expert at none of this stuff. We just at Drake's Place, just chopping it up. But here's this email, you guys. Hello. I have a fantasy of having a threesome with my husband. Should I act on it? Wow. Okay, again, I am not an expert on none of this stuff, you guys. Having a threesome, should we act on it? Wow. Let's see. Let's get into this. Let's say what I'm gonna just break this down real simple on what the expert is saying, lady. You want a threesome with your husband? Okay. This is what the experts say, you guys. It says the experts are saying there are 9 rules every couple should set before having a threesome. So they're saying you got to have rules in this freaky shit, this threesome thing. You know, I ain't never had no threesome, so I don't know nothing about it. But you people out there that's into the threesomes with your mate, you can email me, you know, your do's and don'ts. I've got people texting already. Okay, wow. There's do's and don'ts, you know, but they're rules. So first thing you got to ask, you guys, why you want a threesome? Why you want to bring another woman in the bed with your husband? Is you guys' sex life dull? Is it let me take a sip here. Is it boring? Will it be excitement? Is this fantasy that you always wanted to have another woman in the bed with you and your husband? So first you got to think, why do you want the threesome? It must be boring in bed. You and your husband got to sit back and talk about this thing. Why do you want to bring in another person? So your sex life is maybe different. Maybe this is the excitement, I guess, for the threesome. I can't really answer that. But the first question that the experts say, think about why you want to have a threesome. So again, you got to think about why you want to have a threesome. Interesting. So again, think on why you want to have a threesome. Experts also says when you choose a partner, don't make the fatal mistake. Now listen, when you're choosing somebody else to bring in the bed to do your freaky thing, don't make a fatal mistake. When it's coming to bringing in another person into the bed, many of your husband might gravitate to that second person, which means it might be a huge mistake inviting someone into the bed with you. You might emotionally get bonded. That your husband might start having feelings for that person. You might get the feelings hurt because you bring in that third person. Your husband might say, you know, shit, this her coochie kind of good. She kind of freaky. So you choose a partner. Don't make the fatal mistake that your mate, your husband, might get attached to this person. So you got to choose the partners wisely. I'm no therapist. I'm just telling you what the experts saying. Choose the person that you're going to bring in the bedroom with you wisely. Because you might, when you bring in your female friend to in the bed with you, your husbands might have little feelings for her, and someone will get their feelings hurt. You might get a little sad because he's showing her more attention. So again, I'm going to call that number 2. Choosing a partner. Don't make that fatal mistake. Number 3, experts are saying you got to put safety first. Again, you got this fantasy of a threesome. The experts are saying you got to put safety first. There are a lot of things we don't know right now about the Chinese coronavirus and sex. However, local governments and the health experts recommending limited close contact, including sex, with anyone outside of your household. If you do bring in another person, lady, outside of your household, the advice is to have as few partners as possible and pick a partner that you trust. So again, since this Chinese coronavirus is out and you got this fantasy on bringing another woman in the bed with you and your husband, you don't know what the fuck they got. They might got this Chinese coronavirus. And you don't know, now your asses is dead because you got this freaky ass fantasy on bringing somebody in the bed with you and your husband. So again, number 3, you got to put safety first. Think about it with this freaky stuff that you want to do. Now also, the experts are saying you got to make a sex act checklist. That means you got to have a freaking checklist, lady, for bringing in another woman into your bedroom with you and your husband, because you got this fantasy that y'all want to be sucking and playing and kissing on one another. You got to have a sex act checklist. Others embrace a watch but don't touch psychology. So again, sex act checklist. You gotta embrace a watch but don't touch policy for the couples. It's about limiting intimacy during the threesome. Kissing or cuddling. So basically you're saying, look, I don't want y'all kissing too long. Here's a checklist now. The sex act. I don't want you to be kissing on her too long. Why are you cuddling with her? We don't want no cuddling, no kissing with the other person if you bring them into bed. So they're saying you got to have a checklist. You got to have do's and don'ts in this threesome. No kissing or cuddling. Interesting. A freaking sex act checklist. Wow. So again, lady, you gotta have a checklist on the do's and don'ts. You gotta make some rules in your freakiness that you want to do. Watch, but don't touch. kissing or cuddling. So again, you got to make a sex act checklist for this freaky stuff that y'all want to do. And then also, if you're going to do this threesomes, bringing this other woman in the bed with you because you guys got this, so you, ma'am, got this fantasy. You got to state some fears. You and all three of you guys, even with your husband, state your fears. These are what the experts are saying. Communicate is the key when bringing in another person into your bed. Find out what your boyfriend, this other woman, your husband, expectations of the evening, of the events are, and share yours. So again, find out what the expectations are in this threesome. No sticking your finger up, whatever. No ass fucking. You know, what's your fears? I don't want you to do what? Tie me up and my hands and feet on the bed. I don't know. Fears. You gotta, what you don't like. These are what the experts say, not what Drake's is saying. This is what the expert. I'm just being honest with you, ladies, since you emailed us. This is what the experts are saying. State your fears. I think that was number 5. Pick a freaking safe word. What the hell? So you gonna bring another woman in the freaking bed with you to get your freak on. Now you gotta have a safe word when you both of y'all getting real crazy freaky. The moment one person becomes uncomfortable, whatever your husband or you doing, sticking a dildo up the woman's ass or whatever y'all be doing with this freaky shit, you got, the person has to, if they're uncomfortable, they should have the right to end that freaky threesome that you're doing. You have to have a safe word. If the person is uncomfortable when you guys are into this freaky ass sex thing, you got to, if the person is uncomfortable, again, if the person is uncomfortable, whatever y'all doing, you have to have a safe word. And they should have the right to end that threesome. And one way to do this is by creating a safe word with your husband. So again, if you're doing something freaky and she don't like it, or you don't like it, you gotta have a safe word, because that other woman might be getting off on you and doing some shit that you ain't never, whatever. You gotta have a safe word. 1, 2, 3. Alibaba. Black Lives Matter. Whatever. Come up with a safe word. Again, I'm not an expert on this shit, but ma'am, you sent this to me, y'all. I thank you for the email. I really, really do. And now they have a thing, number 7, with the expert saying, following the leader. Who's going to be the lead in this? Since you're the wife and you brought this other woman in to get in the bed with your husband, who's going to lead? It can be helpful to discuss who will lead in this freaky sex fantasy that you have. Who is going to be the leader? What you will be doing. Who's leading? Are you leading? Is your husband leading? Or the other woman's going to be in control? Because somebody going to be the lead, you know. Somebody want to be the boss in this sex act. Tell them what you want to do, turn over this. Somebody got to be the leader. So in this freaky shit that you want to do, somebody got to take the lead on how you want this freaky sex shit done. Again, I ain't never been in no threesome, and you people listening probably been in the threesomes. So email me, tell me what your rules are in this sex act. Seriously, email me at DrakeEntertainment@yahoo.com. What that threesomes you in? I'm calling it freaky, but you guys are in the threesomes. It's not freaky to you. It's just natural. So email me at DrakeEntertainment@yahoo.com to let me know what your rules are when you bring in that other person. Now, the experts are also saying establish relationship boundaries ahead of time. Set expectation. about staying in contact during and after the threesome. Is it okay? Boundaries now. Is it okay for your husband to text Shaniqua without your permission? Is it cool that he texts her beforehand and after? Establish relationship boundaries. She come through, don't be texting her. Have her not to be texting your husband. You got to have some boundaries. You not looking around, he texting her, going over there spanking that ass. Y'all need to come up, these are experts now, come up with some relationship boundaries. Don't be calling this broad. Don't be texting my husband. Some boundaries and no bullshit. So again, number 8, relationship boundaries, ma'am. You got this fantasy shit, you act on it. So I'm not no expert. I'm just telling you what to tell. You got to have some boundaries because she might like your husband dick and you ain't looking, texting when she at work and he might be sneaking over. So make some boundaries. Don't fuck with that chick or don't fuck with my husband. So lady, relationship boundaries. And think about number 9, I think they say talk to the new person that you bring in the bed. You got to talk to them. Protecting, again, go almost to number 8, protecting your relationship with your partner. Be sure to discuss expectations, boundaries, protocols with the new booty that you're bringing in the bed. Everybody needs to be on the same freaking page with this threesome sex act stuff that y'all into, this threesome. So ma'am, I'm not an expert. I'm just telling you what the therapist saying. Thank you for the email. If you have this fantasy, everybody's grown. And if that's what gets you guys off in your bedroom to make you have a 40 or 50 or 60 year marriage, then do your thing. But you got to have boundaries. You got to be safe. You got to have, you got to talk to the new person on when you're bringing in the bed. You got to have relationship boundaries. Who's going to lead in this threesome? You got to have a safe word. Oh, don't stick that up there. You got to have a safe word. Let them know about your fears. What I don't like. Don't be, grabbing my nipples or grabbing. I don't know. You got to have a safe word. Your fears. You got to have a checklist. What you do and are not going to do. You got to be safe, especially with coronavirus. And you got to make sure that your husband don't be texting or she be texting your husband. And then you got to sit back and wonder, okay, why do you want to do this? Why do you want to have a threesome? First of all, why do you want to have a threesome? I'm out of here. Ant's Cake by the pound. Serving the Vallejo, San Francisco Bay Area. Give us a call. Ant's Cake by the pound. RDC Custom Clothing. We specialize in custom shirts, custom top coats, custom made footwear available. Custom made suits. Give us a call, 415-745-6866. RDC. Custom blazers. Custom made jeans. Reginald Drake #1 men's fragrance available. Our quality is like Hyundai or Mercedes. What would you like to drive? Reginald Drake Collection in the beautiful city of downtown Vallejo. Email us at reginalddrakecollection@yahoo.com. like Noah made the ark. This is a man's world, but it wouldn't be nothing without a woman or a girl. Man thinks about the little bitty baby girl and the baby boys. Man makes them happy, 'cause man make them toys. Original Drake collection. Give us a call. This has been a production of Drake Television Studios, Vallejo, California.